Welcome back after this long weekend. Hope you had a great holiday. We're going to start back in with Chapter 4, Section 1, Writing and Graphing Inequalities. Let's review a little bit, but we need to remember equations have an equal sign in them. Remember, equation. So today we're going to be able to write and graph inequalities and use substitution to check if a number is a solution. Okay, first of all, the difference between an equation and an inequality. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares expressions. Well, that probably doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but when you're comparing numbers, we're using these symbols. This is less than. Remember, we can see the L, less than. For example, 2 is less than 3. That's true. There's greater. You cannot see an L, greater than. There's also another one that puts the equal sign, less than or equal to. So it's less than or equal to. And then this one is greater than or equal to. Okay, these are inequalities. There's also another one that looks like this, and that means not equal. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about inequalities. So we're going to be looking at any one of these 4 or 5. So let's go ahead and translate. Write an inequality. A number m, decreased by 5 is greater than or equal to 16. So we're going to take our number m. Decreased means to subtract. We're going to subtract 5. Now this group right here has to be greater than or equal to 16. So that's how you would write that one. Number 2 says a number x is at most negative 10. At most. Can x be more than negative 10? It can't be any higher than negative 10. So we have to say x is less than or equal to negative 10. Number 3 says twice a number p is more than negative 16. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is look at twice. If I eat twice as many cookies as you, and let's say you eat 5, how many did I eat? I ate 10, didn't I? So in order to get that, twice means 2 times. So we're going to say 2 times p, and I can use a dot, or I can just set it next to each other, is more than. Okay, so that means greater. It's got to be greater than negative 16. Okay, so a solution of an inequality is a value that makes the inequality true. Okay, so if you eat 10 cookies and I eat more than you did, could I have eaten 9 cookies? Nope, because it doesn't work. So we're going to try, is 5 a solution to this equation? X equals 5. We're going to take that 5 and we're going to replace x with it and see if it's true. 5 minus 3. Is that less than or equal to 3? Well, 5 minus 3 is 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 3? It sure is, so yes, it's a solution. Look at number 4. It says tell whether negative 2 is a solution here. This means we want to replace y with negative 2. So plug it in. You know that commercial, plug it in, plug it in. That's what we're going to be doing here. Check it. Okay, so, we got to do keep change opposite here. Yay! So negative 2 plus negative 5 is negative 7. Is that greater than or equal to negative 6? Which one's closer to 0? This one is, so that one's the bigger number. This is false, so no, it's not a solution. Try the next one. We're going to replace y with negative 2. Negative 5.5 times negative 2, is that less than 14? Well, a negative times a negative is a positive. So we're going to do 5.5 times 2. That's 10. Carry the 1. 11. Put the decimal one place in. Is 11 less than 14? It sure is. So yes, this is a solution. Okay, now graphing an inequality. Graphing. We're going to be putting these on a number line. And when you're comparing the letter to the number, all you do is put this number on the number line. Negative 3 goes in the middle. I don't want you to put all the way up to 0. I want you to put one number to the left and one number to the right. So on the left is negative 4. On the right is negative 2. When we graph this, look at this, the inequality. It's less than negative 3. So would negative 3 work in there? Is negative 3 less than negative 3? No, it does not work. So what we do is we put an open circle around negative 3. And the solution set that we would say down here is all the numbers that work. So you would say m, which is any number, less than negative 3. And we're going to shade that way, any number less than negative 3. Well, that would be anything to the left. Less is to the left, and we're going to go that way. And that's how you graph it. So look at number 6. Okay, we make a number line. We're going to put 5.3 in the middle. I'm going to put 5.2 on the left, 5.4 on the right. Now notice in this inequality, it says it's greater than or equal to 5.3. This equal sign means 5.3 is greater than or equal to it. So it does work. So we're going to put a solid dot on 5.3, and we're going to shade any number. See, it's k is greater than, which is to the right. All those values over there work. So we say any number greater than or equal to 5.3. So basically, all the numbers that work, if you have less than or greater than, you're going to have an open circle on the number. Open circle on the number on your number line. If you have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, because they have that equal sign under there, that is going to be a solid dot. And then you just need to decide which way you want to shade. Okay, so I want you guys to do number 7. And I also want you to do number 8. Tell whether these are solutions. So you're going to substitute that value in for x in this equation, and you're going to substitute it into p in this equation and see if it works. Okay? So before we're done, I want to know, what did the skeleton order at the restaurant? What did the skeleton order at the restaurant? Spare ribs. Spare ribs. Have your parents or grandparents ever made spare ribs for you? Well, mine used to, and they would come. My mom would make them all the time, and they were so dry and disgusting. But we're not on that. Spare ribs. Thank you, Chloe. That was awesome. Chloe Roth. Thank you. Bring those problems back tomorrow.